The City of Hanahan tonight facing questions over how taxpayer-funded real estate deals were handled and if top city leaders properly disclosed conflicts of interest.
Documents obtained by Live 5 News are showing that city leaders directly involved in land deals that paid commissions to a company they also worked for.
Investigative reporter Emily Johnson has been digging through years' worth of records and explains why ethics experts say the details matter.
The city of Hanahan, South Carolina, one that's growing rapidly, located only 25 minutes from Charleston, known for its small-town flair and tight-knit community. But underneath the surface, ethical questions about how city leaders handled taxpayer-funded real estate deals.
It is just constant turmoil. It's constant, what's going on behind the closed doors.
I don't know how to make sense of it, y'all. Maybe you can help me and we can address these things head on.
And ethically, there's some things to change.
Between 2018 to 2022, the city of Hanahan paid more than $72,000 in real estate commissions to Carolina One Real Estate across 3 separate property deals. But why does it matter that Carolina One received commission checks? Outside of their elected positions, Hanahan's Mayor Christy Rainwater and Councilmember Michael Sally are agents for Carolina One Real Estate.
We're not sitting here saying this money has went into your pocket, but yet you were actively in negotiations as a city council member, city mayor, that is directly benefiting your, per se, employer.
I believe if they could go back years ago and change some things that they voted on or didn't, they probably would recuse themselves. But I don't think that looking at the evidence that there's been, an ethical breach.
Documents and internal emails show both Rainwater and Sally involved in Hanahan's real estate deals that involved Carolina One. The Yeamans Hall purchase agreement was created by Sally himself, later attaching a listing agreement in emails. Rainwater herself stated in an email, quote, wiring in the 2022 Yeamans Hall deal. While all of this was going on behind the scenes, other employees of Hanahan claimed they were left in the dark. In one lawsuit against the city, former city council member Kenneth Boggs stated in an affidavit that he was never informed and did not know that Hanahan paid a real estate commission in the Yeamans Hall sale. Hanahan's procurement agent, Catherine Farias, worked for the city for 9 years, and according to her affidavit, she was inside the room on June 7, 2022 for the closing sale of Yeamans Hall. Farias stated that Rainwater only asked the closing attorney one question, to verify the commission being paid to Carolina One. Farias testified that both Sally and Rainwater used their elected offices to direct commissions to a company they were employed by.
We want transparency. The city has pushed back. Well, we're being transparent. In my eyes, it does not look transparent at all. What I'm seeing here is a lot of hide and go seek.
That leaves a key question. Are Rainwater and Sally's actions ethical? Attorney Jay Bender is an expert in South Carolina's ethic code and says, in short,
if you have a company that will benefit from a vote you take while a member of a public body, you're required to disclose in advance that conflict and be disqualified from a discussion or vote on that matter.
The Ethics Commission cannot remove an elected official, but it can fine them. We asked the commission if it's investigating these allegations in Hanahan, stating it can neither confirm nor deny the existence of any complaint.
The goal is to minimize the incidence of problems and to have our elected and appointed officials act in the interest of the public and not in their individual or familial financial interests.
And the Hanahan community is watching. At the last 2 city council meetings, the room was packed.
A couple of you have been in there, and it shouldn't have been done.
Again, I'm calling on the impacted members of this body, the BU2, to fully recuse when matters touch land transactions and commissions involving a company that you're associated with, not just the vote, but the executive sessions or anywhere where you can have influence on that matter.
All of the public records presented at the meeting came from Taylor Valley, an employee of developer Ray Wren. The Wren Group is actively suing the city of Hanahan. When looking at city minutes, there is no evidence that Rainwater or Sally ever disclosed or recused themselves from any decision involving Carolina 1. Emails do show Rainwater and Sally signing a conflict waiver in July of last year, well after the commission dealings were completed. At City Council's January 13th meeting, Rainwater did respond to the allegations.
The nature of realtors is we're in direct competition with one another, whether they work for my company or another company or any company. But with the information that you're giving as a 1099 in competition with every other realtor that's not Christy Rainwater, I have not made $1.
But the tight-knit community of Hanahan is still searching for answers and accountability from their elected officials.
And this is an opportunity to be more transparent, to have information more easily accessible to people.
If you are in negotiations, if the company you work for is in negotiations with a land deal with the city, let's make it upfront and honest. If you don't have anything to hide, being upfront and honest, it goes a long way.
Rainwater had agreed to an interview with Live 5 Investigates, but canceled just a day before. Instead, she provided a statement from her Facebook account that reads in part, quote, "While there are recent accusations that have implied impropriety, I would like to assure all that aside from the $7,200 yearly salary as mayor, I have never ever financially benefited from the city of Hanahan. Long before I was a realtor, the City of Hanahan did what people do, what companies and organizations do. They hire qualified, licensed professionals to work in their specialized field. In this case, it was to hire a realtor to sell city property. Staff, not elected officials, chose the realtor who had worked for the city on numerous occasions," end quote. We also emailed Sally about the accusations, but received no response. For Live 5 Investigates, I'm Emily Johnson.